For every serious team who wants to win the league, you need an outstanding goalie to be able to help the team lift the APL trophy. And I have said that over time since the beginning of the transfer market that we need a new goalie. Funny how Jabi Alonso is okay with the competitive options he has for the position of the goalkeeper. And since it's okay, then I rest my case. But if you verify, go and verify, and you will notice that for every team who have won the English Premier League, their goalkeepers have always been outstanding. With Conte, is it Conte? Is it Mourinho? Is it Asenga? Is it Ferguson? Or is it just Leicester City that has Schmeichel? Check. You must have an outstanding goalie for you to lift the APL trophy. And with Chelsea, we are left with options of just Sánchez and Penders as it stands right now because the management does not seem to be ready to engage in the transfer market regarding goals. Last season, the deciding factor for Arsenal was David Raya. He was so instrumental in them lifting the EPL trophy. If you cast your mind, there was a period in time towards the end of the season where Arsenal went to default setting because they were not able to find their lines and they were struggling to win 1-0 win. And in those matches, you saw those saves that Ryan made to be able to secure 3 points and sometimes even just a point. And so we need a good goalie. I'm not saying Sánchez is a bad option, but he is not consistent. Sometimes he has an outstanding performance in today's game. Next game is below average, and that game is average. Sánchez is a good goalie, but it needs a proper competition for him to remain at the top level. And should Penders, who media have given a great hype regarding how good he was at Strasbourg, is able to push Sánchez into becoming that outstanding and Penders becoming that outstanding, then that is going to be a good fit, a good statement for me to say, yes, Chelsea are title contenders. Right now, I see them as title contenders. But today's performance and the next 3 weeks, the goalkeeper's performance is going to decide if Chelsea are actually title contenders or they are just opportune not to play in the European competition and going to be privileged to even be discussed and contending for the title. So these are my thoughts, and why I'm much okay going to the season and have this enthusiasm that we are title contenders is the answer Jabi Alonso gave to the interviewer when asked who was his number one in the goalkeeper position. Jabi Alonso gave a quick answer saying, "We want healthy competition in all the positions. We will see. The pitch is the boss of everything. I don't decide. The players need to show me." It therefore means that if Sánchez is not performing at the highest level, Penders becomes the number one goalie. When Penders is not performing at that level, then Sánchez becomes the number one goalie. But what happens now should Sánchez and Penders not be performing in the highest capacities that they should be performing to make us title contenders and subsequently win the league? That's a big question for Jabi Alonso. And should that be a discourse that does not work and we have to wait till January? Will January not be too late? Let me know your thoughts. Now, hearing the statement of Jabi Alonso, he does not refer just to the goalkeeper position. He's referring also to the outfield players, the likes of Kopama, Rogers, Caicedo, Palestra, Chavaria, Malaguso, Pedro Neto, Estavio. Come, Palma, do not in any way try what you did last season. If you were fit last season and played to your best ability, we will not be where we are. Imagine Chelsea without the European competition. This is a disgrace of a statement that should not be made with the name Chelsea Football Club. Yes, we accept that, and we're going to use that to our advantage, hopefully. Palma, you have to be at your best for this team to play at their very best and win this league. The league is very open. Saying now that Arsenal is the only serious team so far, if we're able to push them hard, who knows, when the Champions League comes into serious moments of the knockout stages and they're able to miss their run, and since we are not in the Champions League, we may have it to our advantage. So Kopama has to be at his best. Every other player has to be to their best, knowing that the league title is possible. We need to start today's game with a point to prove, telling people that we are not here to joke. We need a very convincing win. I heard someone saying a 1-0 win is okay, just 3 points. No. There's how you play a team and you have a convincing win that your next opponents, they come with a level of fear, scare, that these guys have everything. So they are coming with a draw mindset. And since you're coming with a mediocrity draw mindset, most time does not work for your team. But when you come and win 1-0, 2-1, the next opponent is saying, well, this guy didn't get it right in this position. If we get it right here, we may win. And if we don't, we'll draw. And so we need to create a very good statement. The reason why people are saying, yes, Arsenal are up for the title race is because they won convincingly. And we need to do that today. The Premier League begins today with the world champions about to kickstart. sorry, but I want you to prepare the burial arrangement for Fulham. We are not here to joke. Kopama has a point to prove. A fully rested Kopama who didn't go to the World Cup is an animal, a very dangerous animal, waiting to devour anything. Caicedo left the World Cup quite very early. So beware. So let me know your thoughts on what you think about the goalkeeper competition.